All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm clean shaven. What do you think? I decided to get rid of the goatee. I got rid of the mustache Mustang. Let me know in the comments below. I found these old glasses in the drawer. I found them in the drawer. Oh my. I never had a Mustang. I've driven Mustangs. I drove a Mach 1 Mustang all the way to Tennessee back in the 70s, but it wasn't mine. I just drove for the person. The lady, she didn't want to drive, and I drove for her all the way to no, I'm sorry, Corbin, Kentucky, not Tennessee, Corbin, Kentucky. Back in the 1970s when I was a young hippie, a young man, young skinny man with long hair. Oh my, Kay, how are you today? Where are you, blessed Kay? There you are. Look at that. I knew you were there. There's Brother Rob, my brother from another mother. There's Brother Rob. There was a shooting um, at a college. Where was this? I think all these sleeper cells are waking up. Love the hearts. I love the hearts. Let me see if I can do some hearts. All right, every day now. The sleeper cells are not asleep anymore. But microphone in use by Facebook. I don't know what that means, but there. I don't know if I can look at all the heart. Oh Lord Jesus. Where was the shooting? It was just breaking news a minute ago. Another shooting. What do you think, Rob? I shaved. Um, gunman dead. A gunman is deceased after shooting at Old Dominion University. A gunman opened fire inside Constant Hall at Old Dominion University shortly after 10:49 a.m. this morning, injuring two people and prompting a large police response and a campus shelter-in-place order, the university announced. Every day, Rob, every day. Old Dominion University Police, Norfolk Police, and emergency personnel responded. I'm speed reading now. Immediately to the scene, authorities said the gunman is now deceased and the two injured individuals were transported to a local hospital. Their conditions were not immediately available. Earlier, the university issued an emergency alert reporting an active threat at Constant Hall. Run, hide, fight, safety. Look at the hearts. Police vehicles, ambulances. We don't know yet the motive. We don't know the motive yet. So I'm wondering what that motive could be. Is it related? Uh, you got Mamdani, the mayor of New York. It's only going to get worse, Brother Rob. You know that. You got to be locked and loaded, Brother Rob. You got to have your pew pew ready. Yeah, I got mine ready. I know Rob does. Uh, you have to pry him out of my cold dead hands. My pew pew. I don't know if I can say gun on. You can't say you can't say gun on TikTok, but I think you can on YouTube. Who knows anymore? They shadow ban me anyway. Um, Pistola. You have to have an accent, Rob. You got the name Estrada, so you should know it's Pistola. Pistola. Comprende? Comprende, compadre? Oh my. Don't get me. Unos, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco de mayo, and all of that stuff. You got to have the accent, Pistola. You can't get in trouble saying Pistola, Cinco de Mayo. The 5th of May. I'm ready for the 5th of May. It's cold out today. It's 36 degrees. Where's I got to talk about the New York mayor. He's got these ISIS supporters, and they're doing the whatever the sign is. Hi Heidi, what's the sign? Oh, the one finger sign for ISIS. They're sitting on rugs. They're sitting on magic carpets in the mayor's office. New York has fallen. Babylon has fallen. New York has fallen. What is wrong with people? Why do they vote these people in office? What's wrong with people, Heidi? Why are they doing this? What's wrong with people? I've got my arthritis medicine that's cream, but doesn't really work. There's a what's a good brand? This is just CVS brand arthritis cream, but I like it to have that smell to it that clears out your sinuses, and it's deep penetrating, burning, but this doesn't do it. There's a brand I used to get at um, Rite Aid, but Rite Aids are gone now. They're all gone. In Michigan, anyway, they've all gone. They're all gone. And Dollar General stores are opening up in the buildings where it used to be Rite Aid. But they had a thing called Dragon Brand. Woo! I guess I can get that on Amazon. I got it last time on Amazon. Petey, you know this is all coming to pass as written in a revelation. The Lord has given us a look into the future. God be with us all. Yes, God be with us all. It is happening. Ezekiel is happening right now, 38, and a lot of craziness going on. Yeah, there is. There's just so much craziness. So much craziness. I just don't even know what to do anymore. There's a story. I gotta find it now. What did I do with it? Let me see if I can find it. Oh my goodness, what did I do with it? I know I saved it. Richard, there you are. Good afternoon. Richard, don't get on your carpet with the mayor, Mamdani, Richard. Oh my, what is he doing? What is this mayor doing? Let's see. Did I save it? Well, here's one we can talk about. We'll talk about the rapture in a moment, but I don't know how to find this now. There's a Catholic priest that got charged a $500,000 fine. What? For helping the homeless. I can't find the article now. A $500 fine. Do you believe that? Where did I see that at? Do. Wow. You know the devil is back on earth and he's the devil. He's the prince of the air. He's wreaking havoc. Yes. I can't find that. I got a part coming today from Amazon. I don't know if it'll work for my truck. Huh, I can't find it now. Rob says we stand strong to be with the Lord and our Savior, worship Him and cherish Him, waiting to go home to see our true selves, to know our true names. Glory to the Lord and Savior, the King of Kings. Yes, the King of Kings. Don't know where I seen this article. They're saying that this Iran's new leader, Obabi, or whatever his name is, Musabi, is putting out messages. I think he's probably pushing up daisies to welcome the sun in the morning dew. You know what I mean? I think he might be taking a dirt nap, pushing up daisies to welcome the sun in the morning dew. I think he's gone night. And first there was reports he was injured in an attack. Then he had a heart attack. Then his leg hurt. And now he's coming out telling to vacate the what do you call them? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Vacate the embassies. Who would want to? Who would want to be the Khomeini? Who would want to be the supreme leader? Who has a death wish? It wouldn't be me. I can't find that article now. I thought I saved it because I knew I was going to go live, and I thought I saved it and I didn't. I wonder if I can Google it. I don't know if it matters a whole lot, but I'm still working with the homeless. I'm waiting on a fuel pump module to show up today. It's bolted on the frame. I got the truck up on a jack, and I got the old part off, and I'm waiting on Amazon. It was like $90 to go to get the OEM part, like Ford, the one they recommend at the auto parts, like Advance or AutoZone. But I didn't have the money, so I had to order one for half the price. I just hope it works so I can get back out there. But O'Reilly's had it for $69. You don't have the money, you can't do it. I don't have $69 to get the right part, so I bought one from China, and for it was $37. That's coming today. It's out for delivery, so I'm waiting for that so I can get back out there. Centers for Hope is really struggling out there. The homeless are just wandering the streets. It's getting terrible out here. But no offerings are coming in, so I don't know what we're gonna do when the truck is running. We're not getting any help. But there's this $500,000 fine. Let's see. I'm trying to find the article. Fined for. I got called into City Hall. Remember that before I got sick? Helping homeless. $500,000 fine.
A priest in Oakland Park, Florida.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened.
A priest in Oakland Park, Florida, which is in Broward County, has racked up fines of $500,000 for his continued feeding of people who are homeless.
Pray, O Lord, that they will help us to win this case.
For 36 years, Father Bob Caudill at All Saints Catholic Mission. Standoff.
I know the feeling.
Which alleges he's operating an admitted soup kitchen. He is suing to stop the harassment and the lien on his building.
I've come here to take showers. I've come here to eat breakfast and lunch. I use my SNAP card to go purchase other items.
$500,000. They called me in for feeding. You guys remember that? The city of Flint. They didn't really do anything. Because I said, would you rather these are clean Southern women cooking, you know what I mean? And would you rather them eating out of the dumpsters? And he knew. He was a big wig in Flint, Michigan, in City Hall. But he had a heart and he understood. So he basically said, remember Colonel Klink? I see nothing. I know nothing. He basically said, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. And so we continued on, but we can't even do that anymore. Nobody gives to our ministry anymore. So we're just totally, the devil's just wreaking havoc. I want to talk for a minute because we got so much going on. World War III, Ezekiel 38, everything happening right now. But I believe in the rapture of the church, and there's so many people they're gonna come up, have every excuse in the world. The rapture is a brand new idea. It was an idea of Darby, and the idea of being a believer being caught up before the tribulation exists throughout church history. And centuries before Darby was even born. And that's what we got to get. People got to quit this nonsense. John Nelson Darby from 1800 to 1882 did not invent it. He didn't invent the rapture. He brought it back. He popularized it. You got to remember back in Christianity with the Inquisitions and the emergence of the Catholic Church, and like taking books out of the Bible and Enoch and Jasser and the Book of Jasser and Jubilees and remember they would burn people at the stake. They would stone you to death. The Catholic Church, if you had a Bible, they're the one that will hush this nonsense of going up in the clouds. We don't want to teach that. They didn't want to teach the truth. But Clement of Rome taught Christ's return, coming forth his people in the clouds was imminent. And that was 35 to 101. Uranus 120 to 202. Believers would be caught up before the Great Tribulation occurs. Victorinus 304. Church taken before final judgments. And this goes on. Ephraim. Saints gathered and taken to the Lord prior to this was taught way before John Darby, way before John Nelson Darby. So I just wanted to touch on that too. And in my book of Enoch, and nothing against Catholicism or the people that practice the Catholic faith. I mean, but a lot of things just don't add up for me. You know what I mean? And no one has to follow me. But I believe in a pre-tribulation rapture of the church. But there's some, we got to be careful now in this world that we're living in, where we spend our time, shopping malls, and what would be a target for these sleeper cells, Iranian sleeper cells? And we know they're here. They're here. We've had Biden with the open borders. We've got Obama that funded the #1 sponsor of terror in the world, millions of dollars on pallets to where they could enrich uranium. He wanted, came out, I forget what, 2010, I think it was, in a speech and said that they have every right to have nuclear capabilities as anyone else. And, the Democratic Party funded this whole nuclear Iran. And now Trump is trying to end it, but we've had the borders wide open, and they're here. They're here. They're there. They're everywhere. And not to promote fear and to scare people, but you got to keep your eye, keep peeking around the corner. I've got my children all grown now, and thank God they're not going to school, because school is a target. Anywhere, Rob can tell you this. Richard, you know too, and Heidi, you guys all know, Kay, that anywhere is a gun-free zone is a target. It's a target, man. Schools are targets, and I'm worried about my grandchildren. It's May Lynn, my little grandbaby daughter. May Lynn's birthday's coming up, and they're all starting school, and I got other grandchildren in school. One just got out of high school. So I'm old. I'm so old. I'm so old. But schools are a target. Churches are a target. Colleges, campuses, anywhere you can't carry. Look what happened today at a school, at a university. Another shooting. They're not gonna go to where you can carry guns. But now in Michigan, Governor Gretchen, she's going to put a kibosh to this, but they're trying to pass a law where you don't have to have a concealed carry license to carry, that you can just carry your pistol. I think you need a course, though. I agree that you probably shouldn't. It's all money, and it's all for the governments and the states to take your money to get a pistol license, but you need a gun safety course at least. They used to have that in school. Who's old enough to remember? You could have a hunters club in school, where you could learn to shoot your Mossberg. Not now. The world has gone bonkers. It's bizarre. So, and it's the Democratic Party's fault. The party of slavery. The party of slavery. Did you know that Joe Biden? I'm probably going to get kicked off of the internet for this. In 1974, let me give you a history lesson. Yeah, bring your 22 there. This is what Joe Biden said because he was mad because some African American people some black Americans were voting Republican. And he was so mad over the black vote going to Republicans, he said, Joe Biden, 1974, I'll toss every black back in chains if they vote Republicans again. He'll toss them back in chains if they vote for Republicans again. And I'm not making that up. That's Joe Biden back in 1974. And the Ku Klux Klan was formed by a group of Democrats, and that's a fact, Jack. Well, that's why this world is. What is wrong with people? Why don't they use common sense? I don't listen to whatever's on the news. I'll listen and then I'll do my own research. My own educated research. I don't take people's on the news words for anything. But I don't know. This world has just gone crazy mad. Pray for our ministry. I'm gonna get out of here. Well, I can't go anywhere. I gotta get my truck fixed and pray for the poor. Pray for the even pray for this priest. I don't care. He's trying to help the homeless, and they're trying to charge him a $500,000 fine for helping the poor. This world has gone crazy. How long is this Iran war going to last? Richard, are you still with us? How long is it going to last? I mean, we've got IEDs going off in New York City. Richard, be careful where you live in Rochester. Please, Richard. I think they're going to attack the internet. And special forces or our young, a lot of people say our young men, but it's men and women in harm's way. Are we going to put them on the ground? Is it going to be another never-ending war? I don't see Trump doing that. I hope not. I just want to go home. I just feel like Dorothy and the Wizard clicking my ruby slippers together 3 times. I won't. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Support our ministry if you can, and pray if you can't. Pray anyway. God bless you guys. I'll see you a little bit later.